Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our weekend advice reading for the weekend of the 15th, the 16th and the 17th of December 2017. So we're going to be looking at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know in order for us to be able to use these energies for our highest good. So I'm just going to, as usual for the weekend readings, show you all the cards first and then talk about the messages that they bring in together. So we have the Manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. The Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. From the Tarot, we have the Star. In the center of our spread, we have the Ten of Wands. And we also have the Four of Cups. Then we have Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. And Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt, or pedicure. So we have the messages that are coming in with these cards. It seems like there's going to be a shift in direction. Something will happen in a way that we don't anticipate it happening in. Something will happen that is different than what was planned or different than what was expected. And the message is, the important message in that kind of situation is, write it out. Don't panic. Don't give up hope. Don't give into that fearful type of energy. Don't try to control what happens out of anger, because why isn't this happening, and trying to control it and trying to force it and trying to push it. The message is, write it out. Let it take you where it will take you, because it is divine intervention with the Star. There will be a situation where things will not happen according to plan. And the message is just follow that inspiration. Just see it through. Remain calm. Keep your balance. Don't forget what the ultimate goal is. But see where things take you, as opposed to trying to fight what happens or trying to control what happens. Because that may cause more damage than it really needs to. There's a sense of divine intervention is what I'm getting, that we will be experiencing one way or another during this time. We're looking at the energy, so remember, this is going to play out very differently for everyone. But whatever it is, it will make us feel burdened. It will make us feel sad, sorry, depressed, angry. What now? What else do I have to do now? I don't want to give this up. I don't want this to happen. This is not what I wanted. And feeling burdened and feeling sad and sorry and starting to feel like we just want to give up and we just want to forget about it. We don't want to keep going in this direction. Going into a bit of a victim mentality. But actually, what is happening is a divine intervention, divine blessings. Okay, that's the hand of God trying to offer us our true cup of happiness. Okay, we may have certain ideas of what we thought we wanted, of what we thought was good for us, of what we thought things were supposed to be, but they may not have been either the best that they could have been. We may have been underestimating ourselves, for example. They may have taken us down a wrong path that we weren't able to see at this time. Whatever the reason, there's something better than what we think we want or what we think things should be. There's something better. And that's what this weekend is about. It's about divine intervention, and if we let it, allowing the energy to shift us off course ever so slightly, to take us a couple of steps back, a couple of steps forward, a couple of steps to the side, because it will be an adjustment, okay, for the better. It will take us in the direction that we're trying to go in. It will take us to our ultimate goal or ultimate dream a lot quicker, maybe. It will show us a better way to get there. It will show us a better goal to have, bigger, better things, more beautiful. Or it will give us inspiration. It will give us solutions. It will give us different perspectives for more ideas. On the one hand, one message coming through is, as the storm is happening, because I see a storm behind the seagull. I see the seagull kind of flying out of the storm, or maybe he's ahead of the storm. Sees the storm coming and tries to find some cover. As the storm is brewing, step out of its way. You know what I mean? Just let it happen. And during this time, focus on healing, focus on recovery, focus on resting, meditation, go within to find balance, to find peace of mind, to allow for your intuition to give you peace of mind, to say, I don't know exactly what's going on, but this is okay. I feel like it's a good thing that this is happening. I feel like I should let it happen. I feel like I should see where this takes me. I feel like I should see what is trying to happen. Okay? And accepting the situation. Accepting that maybe, you know what, maybe this is for the better. Maybe this is meant to happen. So I'm going to take a step back, allow it to happen, and pay attention, see where it takes me. And I'm not going to go into it with fear, doubt, or a need to control things. I'm not going to go in there trying to figure out what is happening, exactly what is happening, why it's happening, how it's shifting my plans. I'm not going to do that. I will accept that, you know what, this feels like things are not within my own control, but they seem to be leading somewhere. And my intuition is telling me that it's a good thing. Because when we stop trying to control things, when we stop trying to rationalize everything, we do check in with our intuition a lot easier. And it's that gut feeling. That's what we mean. It's that gut feeling of, I've got no clue what's going on, but it makes me feel good about it. It makes me feel like I want to see where it goes. Or, you know, I have no clue what's going on, but it's making me feel like, okay, this is the time to stop. But with this energy, it's meant to help. It's meant to heal. It's meant to restore our faith, our hope, okay, with the Star card, to show us a better way. If we let it, because with the Ten of Wands, see, we're trying to control everything. We're trying to take everything ourselves from one place to another. But because we're trying to carry so much and we're trying to control everything, we don't really see where we're going. So we get lost along the way, and it gets more frustrating, and it gets more difficult and more challenging than what it really needs to be. Okay, so if we drop those wands, during that moment when we actually drop the wands, let's not try to pick them up real quick so that we take them back exactly the way they were. Let's take a deep breath and just look around. Where are we? What is happening? How do we feel before we actually try to pick up the wands and just keep going the way we were? Because in that moment, if we do kind of raise our vision, raise our forehead to, I don't know if forehead is important. Maybe you may, maybe it's about, for some, we may actually bump our heads or something. And that's going to be like a light bulb moment. Maybe on the forehead in particular. Because I was trying to say raise our head so that we can see. if we do that, because see here, he's looking at the cups on the ground. Nothing's going to come from those cups. But if he raises his head to look around, this cup is on his eye level. So he just needs to raise his head. He just needs to look around from looking at the ground. And he will see that new opportunity and everything that is trying to bring. And he will see that it is divine intervention. He will see that, okay? It's okay to be powerful. It's okay to be in charge. It's okay to be in control. However, it's just as important to know when to take a step back and to nurture ourselves, when to take a step back to allow things to be, to allow things to happen, to allow things to come together. And it's the balance between the two that is important. Knowing when to control things and to do our part, and knowing when to step back and allow for divine intervention. Allow for that co-creation process to happen. Yes, we do the work. We may do 90% of the work, but still there comes a point where it's out of our hands and we just have to take a step back, accept it for what it is, and have faith that it will pay off, that it will be for the best. Okay, and that's what this is about. Our power thought card, I forgot to draw one, I'm sorry. Okay. I open new doors to life. So see, it's about opening up new doors. So that means a new vision, a new perspective, a new approach, a new way of looking at things. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. See how he has his arms crossed? And this is about greeting the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. So that's really, really cool. And that's the message. So it is about new energy, new events happening, new experiences, different circumstances. I do get a change of plans. I do get things not going to plan. I do get being sidetracked one way or another. And the initial reaction is going to be frustration for some, okay, being taken aback. And for others, it's going to be a little bit of fear and anxiety of, okay, why is this happening? What did I do wrong? What? Hold on, what's happening? For others, it's going to be just impatience and just wanting to just get stuff done, and a little bit of anger there. For others, it's going to be, you know what, I just want to give up. It's too much. I just give up. I thought I did everything the way I was supposed to, and this happens. So it's just wrong. I just don't want to go forward. That's the initial reaction. If we take a step back, if we take a deep breath during that initial reaction, we see ourselves having those thoughts and feelings, and we think, well, actually, how do I feel about this? Not from an ego place. Not from how do I feel about the fact that it's not going according to plan, because that means how do I feel about the fact that I'm not in control. So obviously we're not going to feel happy about it. Intuition, our gut feeling, taking a deep breath, clearing our head, not thinking about it anymore for a few seconds, and then asking the question, does this feel like a good thing? How does this feel to me? How does it make me feel? Because more often than not, it will feel like, you know what, it doesn't feel like such a big deal. If I think about it, it's a very big deal. But if I ask myself, my intuition, how I feel about this situation, it feels like there's something I need to pursue here. It feels like I kind of need to let it happen. It feels like I need to not stress about it. Okay? And if we struggle with connecting with our intuition, we can pray about it. We can meditate about it. We could just do breathing exercises, and that will help us connect to that inner guidance a lot easier, so that we can get that peace of mind. Okay, so that's our message for the weekend. Remember that when people ask, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you? You definitely can identify it. But then when they ask, okay, and what's the best thing that happened to you in your life? They're usually connected, aren't they? Those two experiences, the worst thing and the best thing. So it feels like one of them. It feels like a shake-up. For some, it's going to be a minor thing. For others, it may be bigger than that, or it may seem bigger than that. A bit of a shake-up that actually turns out to be a beautiful blessing if we allow it, if we see it through. Okay, so I hope that the messages help. If you're dealing with these energies at any point, we're looking at the weekend, but obviously this is divine timing and messages for our highest good. So whenever we're meant to receive these messages, that's when we need them the most. And actually, I want to recommend something. I want to just make a suggestion. If you've been with me for a while, and even if you're just joining me now, what I would like you to try to do is to go back in my video list and just randomly click on a daily advice message or weekend advice message or a weekly or whatever it is. Just randomly click on it. Doesn't matter if it's not the right date or whatever. And I've tried it myself. And usually the messages that I hear make sense for me and what I'm going through, and they help. So, you know, if you have time and if you wanted to try that little experiment, it's good fun, and it's also humbling and inspiring at the same time, because it's like if you are open to receiving messages, they will come. And it doesn't matter if it's the wrong date, if it's the wrong year, if it's the wrong format. They make sense because we're open to them. We're looking for those messages and we're open to receiving them. So I thought that was a nice little experience, and I wanted to share that with you. Maybe you can try it too. But I hope the messages help. As always, I'm looking forward to your feedback. Let me know what's going on for you and what the cards talk about for you. I thank you very much for all your support. And I hope we have an absolutely fantastic, blessed weekend. And I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Take care.